What led you to take this challenge on? Why are you doing it?
Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it. And it's easy. Training's hell, but the fights are always easier than training. He's going to run like a thief. I don't see how he's going to make an exciting fight by running all day. I've been doing this for years. I'm a teenager, so it's just a form of anticipation.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And that could be a form of nervousness and fear too.
9, 10, 11.
It never goes away no matter how old you are.
I think you'd be fighting again at age 57.
Hey, listen, and it was written millions of years before my bloodline existed. It's written, brother.
Nice left hook.
This is just a new era of Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson just dropped some truly terrifying training footage, and it's probably haunting Jake Paul's dreams. Experts are freaking out over Tyson's monstrous new form. It's got a sting for Jake. Friendly
Jake is done. Well, he's punches and bunches. He throws missiles, not just one bomb, freaking one after.
advice: Jake, reserve a hospital bed, because after fight night, lifting a finger might be too ambitious. Your career? Prepare for it to shatter into tiny, embarrassing pieces. Sure, you'll rack up millions of YouTube views, but
I'm like a thief. I don't see how he's gonna make an exciting fight by running all day. You know, he's supposed to be the young guy. He's supposed to walk right through me. I'm an old man. He's gonna run all night.
only because people will feel sorry for you. Tyson's leaked footage should have been your cue to quit, but here you are, stubbornly signing up to be a public spectacle. Experts can't help but laugh at the comedy show. At 58, Mike Tyson's comeback is straight up.
Strongest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't lie. This impressed the shit out of me. Nothing impresses.
Out of a horror movie for anyone brave or foolish enough to face him. Unfortunately for Jake Paul, our problem child, he's signed up as the next sacrifice. Tyson isn't taking it easy. He's putting in 6-hour training days from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. with sparring sessions that would bring even the toughest gym warriors to tears. He's lifting weights, honing brutal combinations, and working on footwork that would send younger pros scrambling for safety. And Jake Paul, poor, deluded Jake, actually thinks he stands a chance. Bless his naive little heart. This isn't one of Jake Paul's flashy social media stunts.
Retirement child or whatever they may think I am, and he thinks this is going to be an easy touch. Well, he can fight, yeah, for boxers his level, yes. They won't believe the spectacle that's going to happen.
This is a war zone. When Tyson throws those lightning-fast hooks, he's not just aiming to win, he's looking to obliterate. Imagine facing a man whose punches could literally rearrange your insides. Sure, Jake might have youth on his side, but Tyson's been breaking jaws since before Jake's parents even considered having kids. Experts are shaking their heads, practically begging Jake to back out, but Jake's got that Instagram bravado. He thinks he's untouchable, like his clout can shield him. Even Lennox Lewis.
I started Jake off ago. No one knew who the hell he was. I started him, and most likely it looks like I'm going to finish him. I like him, but he has to go. I don't look at myself as a middle-aged man. I feel really good. And when you're in the top physical and spiritual shape, you hear and notice everything. Highest form of relaxation. Hey, listen, nobody's a perfect expert with two people in the ring.
The Olympic legend who's seen it all is astonished. Watching Tyson train has made Lewis realize something. This isn't a mere comeback, this is a declaration of war. Tyson is throwing 6-punch combos with the kind of...
If they what I've seen you, then the whole time you fought Lennox Lewis. Am I right or wrong?
Different era, brother.
It's a whole new ballgame. I'm proud of you.
power that could split concrete. At 58, he's still got the intensity of a caged beast, and Lennox can't believe what he's witnessing. Lennox Lewis sits back, practically thinking, Jake, why would you do this to yourself to him? It's clear Jake is just a viral highlight reel waiting to happen. Jake, you're not a warrior stepping into battle, you're a human punching...
It's in the air. It's just like that. Yeah, so far.
...bag with a bank account. And Joe Rogan? He's having a field day. Tyson's physique is so terrifying that Rogan straight up called him a scary monster. He's seen the leaked footage, and it's enough to make even the bravest men second-guess their careers. Tyson's muscles look like they're carved from granite, and his punches can still deliver life-altering pain. Jake, the YouTube crowd won't save you when you're getting your skull pounded by a man once called Iron Mike. Rogan didn't hold back when analyzing Jake's so-called boxing record, beating up retired UFC legends. Cute. But Tyson? Rogan knows Jake's in over his head, smirking as he warns that Tyson...
No one knew who the hell he was. I started him, and most likely looks like I'm going to finish him. I like him, but he has to go. I don't look at myself as a middle-aged man. I feel really good. And when you're in the top physical and spiritual shape, you hear and notice everything. Highest form of relaxation. Hey, listen, nobody's a perfect expert with two people in the ring.
Tyson's power could fold Jake up like a lawn chair. Joe Rogan can't help but roll his eyes at the idea that Jake Paul's youth might be an advantage. Sure, Jake has speed and stamina, but Tyson's been fighting wars in the ring since before Jake could walk.
You get challenged by someone who's a guy like a Jake Paul. Does that piss you off? Is it part of it that's just like...
No, it doesn't. I think it's awesome.
You think it's awesome?
Yeah, I think it pisses me off. I think it's cool.
You think it's cool?
Youth won't mean a thing when Tyson lands his first body shot. Rogan paints a vivid picture. Jake's youthful energy will vanish faster than his dignity when Tyson's fists come crashing in. Jake's about to learn that Tyson's age isn't a weakness.
He punches in bunches. He throws missiles, not just one bomb, freaking one after the other. Cuss would say he moved his head so great, the guy couldn't hit him.
It's a badge of terrifying experience. Mike Tyson's leaked training footage should come with a health warning, especially for Jake Paul, who's about to face a brutal reality check. Forget everything you thought about Tyson's age slowing him down. This man isn't just training, he's preparing for demolition. 6 hours a day, Tyson is sparring, lifting, and defying gravity with his speed and power. At 58, he's still a walking nightmare. And Jake, our YouTuber turned boxer, is about to realize that internet...
And if Jake Paul does happen to win, does he really feel good?
Do you think that Tyson can knock his out?
I know he can. Of course, both of y'all are getting two words, father time. Just saying, like, if we could all do it, I'd still be playing. Like, this ain't Shaq. When I got hurt, I was actually happy I got hurt.
That fame doesn't translate to boxing skills. It's like bringing a rubber knife to a tank fight. Jake's in for a painful wake-up call. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's warning, the undefeated legend who rarely hands out compliments or concerns. When Mayweather said...
But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible. This guy's going to come, he's going to try to hurt me, which I'm accustomed to, and he's going to be greatly mistaken. I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight, and I think I'm going to be really irritable and nasty.
As Tyson's training is a recipe for disaster, you'd think Jake might consider looking for the nearest exit. But no, our problem child struts around as if he has a chance. Floyd barely hides the mockery when he says Tyson's forgotten more about boxing than Jake's ever learned. It's not an exaggeration, it's brutal truth.
I risk my health for money. I don't think he's faster than me. I train every day. The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work, then I go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again.
While Jake hypes himself up over wins against washed-up MMA fighters, Tyson's been honing a fighting style that sends shivers down the spines of boxing legends. Mayweather isn't sugarcoating Jake's predicament, either. His concern isn't in a hope you don't get embarrassed kind of way, it's more of a hope you don't get permanently disfigured kind of warning. Floyd Mayweather stresses that Tyson's punches don't just hurt, they destroy. Jake better hope Tyson wakes up on the right side of the bed and decides to pull his punches, or Paul might find himself trending on social media, not as a champ, but as the face of the decade's most devastating knockout meme. Mayweather...
Praise be to Allah!
You don't want to fuck with me? Let's do it, Jakey.
Mayweather doesn't hold back, analyzing Jake's past fights with a mix of disbelief and ridicule. Remember that so-called win over Nick Diaz, where Jake barely scraped by? Tyson's not coming to play, he's coming for destruction, and Jake's claim to fame may end up as looking confused and outmatched. Then Mayweather drops the ultimate.
And I love Mike, and nobody wants to see Mike get beat by this jerk off. You know what I mean? Love Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was one of the guys that I idolized.
Ultimate line, Jake, buddy. Hope your insurance covers facial reconstruction. This isn't playful banter, it's a brutal reminder that Tyson doesn't do gentle. Jake's about to learn the hard way what it means to be hit by a true force of nature. No amount of YouTube views will save Jake from Tyson's fists wrecking balls that no amount of TikTok dancing can dodge. All that online clout, worthless when...
Did you start training already? He's not going to win. Nigga, he couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How you going to knock me?
Tyson decides to swing. Floyd Mayweather's mockery almost has a hint of pity, as if he's trying to grasp how Jake could be so clueless. Flashy training videos and boxing choreography won't prepare Jake for the mauling he's about to face. Then there's Roy Jones Jr., who's actually been in the ring with Tyson, adding even more dread to the situation. Roy recalls sparring with Tyson just 4 years ago in an exhibition, and even then, Tyson was relentless. The man never tires out, Roy says, remembering how Tyson kept charging forward without a hint of fatigue. 2-minute rounds felt like an eternity with Tyson coming.
The last thing to go with any fighter is their power. And Mike Tyson is a knockout guy. I mean, and if Tyson trains for this fight and really get in tip-top shape, take this fight serious, I think Jake Paul's
coming at him full force. Roy remembers every bone-rattling punch from Tyson, and if Jake thinks he can handle that, he's in for a rude awakening. Tyson's stamina is legendary, and age hasn't made him any less terrifying. Roy laughs at the idea that Jake could somehow outlast Tyson, calling it pure wishful thinking. If Jake even dreams of standing toe-to-toe with him, he might as well start booking a hospital room. Now he'll be counting stars.
I looked at Tyson's history, he's coming from the same history that I'm coming from, He spent some time in incarceration. While he was in incarceration, I'm still out there fighting and training.
By the end of it, Roy predicts Tyson's punches won't just hurt, they'll redefine pain. This isn't an exaggeration, it's nearly guaranteed. Roy's honesty about Tyson's power would make anyone nervous. But Jake, he's still riding high on overconfidence, convinced his social media fame will magically translate to success in the ring. Experts are practically rolling their eyes at the absurd.
Tyson can throw a punch, he can take a punch, so, he's doing something that he's used to. Now, Jake Paul makes sure that he's not in the way of those punches because Tyson's a real fighter. You got to try and stay away from him, stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations, so...
Jake Paul, the prankster and clickbait king, is about to get a harsh lesson in humility. Tyson isn't just stepping into the ring to fight, he's here to make a statement. When that first punch lands, Jake's entire world will spin. No amount of pre-fight hype can prepare him for the reality of Tyson's fists. If he thinks otherwise, he's more deluded than anyone imagined. Let's be real, Jake, your stubbornness is either admirable or completely idiotic, depending on who you ask. Experts across the board, from Mayweather...
Try and stay away from him, stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations...
...to Roy Jones Jr. are practically lining up to warn you. They all agree this won't be a fairy tale underdog story, it's a brutal mismatch, and Jake is the sacrificial lamb. They're practically betting on how many seconds he'll last. Tyson isn't training to fight, he's training to obliterate. So, to all Jake's die-hard fans, get ready to watch your hero become a highlight reel for Tyson's epic comeback.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you handle it that way. It's kind of insulting. It's brave, it's bold of him, but it's like, Jesus Christ, there's levels to this world.
Because on November 15th, we're not just watching a fight, we're witnessing the public execution of Jake's boxing delusions. And let's be honest, he had it coming. Mike Tyson is bringing the pain, and Jake Paul is walking into the lion's den, thinking he can tame the beast. Tyson's training as experts on edge, all wondering the same thing: how long until Jake's ego and his jaw are shattered into a million pieces.